Hi everyone, welcome again to another episode of Cloud and Coffee. This is where we have great conversations while sipping even better coffee. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm your host Ruth, and today I'm joined by a guest who has been on the podcast again.
Yes.
Actually, he was on the previous episode and he promised to join us on the next episode. So we're glad to say that he kept his promise. So
I did.
yeah, so go ahead and introduce yourself for the people who did not watch the previous
Yeah, for
episode.
all the new guys joining us, my name is Evans Mwongera.
Today's episode, we're talking about
Today we are talking about serverless computing.
serverless computing.
So serverless computing, I know the word might seem very big, but it's very simple. So in the past days that have passed, maybe like 15, 20 years ago, most people would host their programs on their own servers. What I mean by that is people would buy racks, server racks, physical ones, and put them in an office. For example, here at Pawa IT, we have two server racks that we do our internal testings. But due to the advancements in technology, we live in a time whereby I can rent out computing on the cloud, and this is whereby I only pay for what I need. So essentially, you have to get into contact with someone who knows the cloud. For example, a company like Pawa IT, which is a partner for Google. In here, you'll find the right professionals who will guide you through serverless computing.
So how is it different from the traditional cloud hosting?
Yeah, so one of the biggest differences with the traditional way of computing is this time you do not have to worry about things like lights going out and your server goes offline in the middle of a business day. We have had such cases here in Kenya, and it put a lot of strain on businesses, and this created an issue whereby now these businesses just want to run for maybe 24 hours for 7 days of a week. One of the best ways to do that is have a serverless computer whereby you can switch regions. For example, I can host my application in South Africa and maybe Europe. If lights go out in South Africa, I can quickly just switch to Europe and everything continues. Yeah,
So by traditional or by, kitambo,
yeah.
is it how people used to have like, a back room where they go,
Yes,
they change
exactly,
things.
exactly.
So now cloud came to change that.
Yeah, you do not deal with LAN
So you are the
cables.
person who used to go and fix
Yeah,
things. So now you just do them from
I
wherever
do. I just
without
sit
going.
anywhere, anywhere. I
Ah.
can sit in a Java. I can sit in a football field somewhere, and I make sure my servers are working as expected.
I think that's interesting. I think many people should do that because there are also still people who go to the back room.
Yeah. I do not want to deal with LAN cables. I do not want to deal with all this physical stuff.
Other than that, are there other benefits of this serverless cloud computing?
Yes. You do not have to secure the physical servers yourself. That is now handled by the cloud companies. You also do not incur things like electricity charges. That is handled by the cloud companies. Other advantages is you can have granular control over the resources that you rent out. Yes.
So as we finish,
Yeah.
tell us maybe one more thing that you have not shared about serverless cloud computing that might be of beneficial.
Um, So what I would say is serverless, these are technical thing, but for your engineers in your business, it makes it very easy for them to prototype, test, and even move from a simple prototype all the way to a production app in just a very short time. You do not have to really worry about things like does the server have enough space. You can simply just put a command, increase your storage if that's what you need. If it's RAM you need, just simply put some few configurations, and you can have any type of computer you really want. If you want a GPU, especially now we are dealing with a lot of AIs, you can simply rent out a GPU, top-end GPU, do your stuff, and finish with it, and simply release it back to the pool. This allows businesses not to incur very huge costs for these resources. For example, GPUs are very expensive right now. And if I, as a business, could have an option whereby I rent out maybe for just 1 week, I would simply just take that option instead of me buying the whole GPU, and it won't be used all the time. Yeah.
So in other words, it's the cheaper.
It is a cheap option in the long run. Yes. Yes.
Okay. That's all we had for today.